I'm going to just do a little very quick overall introduction, and then I'm not going to spend there, although everybody on this bill is like fabulous. I could go on and on about all the things they've done and everything, but I'm going to do them all really short and just say that what I was looking for in putting this program together was poets that were really good poets, but also who had made jazz and working with musicians a part of their art, not as just like, an add-on on some occasions, or, oh yeah, I did that once, and yeah, I could do that again. It's like everybody on this program has all the poets have worked with musicians a lot and intimately and really developed that as a part of their art. And the musicians in turn, they are people who've worked with these poets over years and years and really refined what they do. So I do a little thing called the word music continuum, besides being out there as just a straight poet. And Paul Mills on guitar joins me for that, as well as does Mark Wieder on bass. And we're going to do just a few pieces for you. Well, this one kind of will feel like actually a few pieces strung together. This first thing is called Words Trilogy. And, well, as you might guess, it's in 3 parts. And the first one is before words, and then there's words, and then there's afterwards. And this starts somewhere in the universe shortly after the Big Bang. In the beginning, there wasn't a word. There was an ocean of sound. Its white noise roared. Only very becoming a rhythm. Over waves, slowly differentiating and growing bodies and becoming breath that cries and yelps and howls and growls and screams and goes. new division of sound, mutating faster and faster, becoming words and languages and prayers and chants and songs and tirades and conversations and spells and curses and blessings and rants and poems and lullabies and speeches and letters and sentences and paragraphs and tablets and tablets and books and records and tapes and CDs and downloads. Words are static on the universal radio. Words are a river linking us. Words are a storehouse of feelings and knowledge. Words get in the way of real thought. Words are animal growl, howls, and calls. Words are noise. Words are thought control. Words are spirit. Words are walls around your thoughts. Words liberate ideas. Words are the pattern of meaning. Words are drugs. Words are demons left behind by disgruntled gods to give us psychological problems. Words define. Words are vague. Words are what we think. Words are not what we think. Words of the past holding us back. Words are our roots in history. Words are pictures. Words are worth more than money. Pictures. Words are a description of reality. Words are reality. Words are tools. Words are toys. Words are words. Words are music. Words are words. Words are music. Words. 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 Well, words are. Afterwards, the laughter. Afterwards, the scream. Afterwards, between the lines. Afterwards, the air keeps ringing. Afterwards, focus shifts. Afterwards, dancing thoughts. Afterwards, we are the love fire that is made of body and soul. Afterwards, eye to eye. Afterwards, skin to skin. Afterwards, pleasure play. Afterwards, kisses linger. Afterwards, wet erect. Afterwards, tongue in groove. Afterwards, we are a love fire that is made of body and soul. Afterwards, the body sings. Afterwards, we meditate. Afterwards, head fills with space. Afterwards, everything's speaking. Afterwards, rhythm rules. Afterwards, silence hums. Afterwards, desire moves towards something that it can't name. Afterwards. 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 Can you hear me out there? Because I can't hear myself very well.
You can come up a little bit. Your mic. Come up a little bit.
Okay, yeah, now I can more hear myself. All right. Thank you. You're here, though. You're in the house. All right. Hey, everybody, we need to put this thing on just as I imagined that we're all in the house now. So that's good. This is actually two pieces that merge together or get glued together or segue together. No, there's not really a segue. We just kind of go into it, don't we? The first is the rap thing that I did for the people of New Orleans after Katrina. And then the second piece is called Jazz Fest Oil Bleed. And it's sort of an intercut between the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival and the Deep Horizon oil spill on the Gulf. And it's going to be our longest piece. And all right, I started, right? Okay. Somebody has to. After the flood has gone back down with the power of soul, rebuild this town like land where river mud has flowed. When the sun comes out, then good things grow. Will not cement wood, will not glass, not steel. It's human love makes the city heal. We got to learn to help each other inside. We're all sisters and brothers. Can't hope for help from the government. They gave the people up for Lent. It's all right, my child, to be afraid, but we got strength. They just won't fade. Sometimes we walk, sometimes we wait, sometimes we gotta swim, but sometimes we parade. Giacomo, Fina, Fina, hey, we let the good times roll. Bon temps roulette.
All right.
After the flood has gone back down with the power of soul, rebuild this town like land where river mud has flowed. When the sun comes out, then good things grow. Well, not cement wood, not glass, not steel. It's human love makes the city heal. We got to learn to help each other inside. We're all sisters and brothers. Can't hope for help from the government. They gave the people up for Lent. It's all right, my child, to be afraid, but we got strength that just won't fade. Well, sometimes we walk, sometimes we wait, sometimes we gotta swim, but sometimes we parade. Giacomo, Fina, Fina, hey, we're at the good times, so bon temps roulette. It's spring in New Orleans, and time for the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, aka Jazz Fest, an annual extravagant feast of amazing music. While out on the Gulf of Mexico, a ruptured oil well hemorrhages its dirty, rusty blood, sending toxic waves toward the shore. Katrina returning, rotting from the grave. While Jazz Fest throbs deliciously on, swirls and pulsates with brass bands strutting like it's Mardi Gras Day. The Cajun and Zydeco bands are letting the bon temps roulette. From many, many shades of the blues, the gospel choir is praising. From R&B to soul to funkadelic to hip-hop. From southern rock to British new wave to Seattle grunge. All kinds of jazz bands swinging, bopping, grooving, and gracefully haunted by the bright spirit of Louis Armstrong. While the greasy slime of the hugest oil slick ever slides toward the Gulf Coast. A Mardi Gras Indian band chants, shallow water, oh mama, shallow water, oh mama. And what all is going to die in the oil curdle? Shallow water, oh mama, shallow water, oh mama. oysters, sea turtles, crabs, plankton, shrimp, dolphins, tuna, seals, and countless more killed for nobody's dinner. Like the pelicans, the Louisiana state bird. And a human way of life smothered with crude oil, fossilized in their own time. Don't wade in the water, don't you wade in the water, children, don't you wade in the water, there's poison there in the water. If only we could harness the joy and energy of Jazz Fest to stop the bleeding, or better yet, to push this nastiness back in the hole it came from. Impossible, but maybe there's still a chance it could help us see. We need this magical musical energy infinitely more than we need oil. Isn't this already so much more than enough? This feel-good music, this sumptuous food, jambalaya, gumbo, red beans and rice, crawfish etouffee, collard greens, shrimp cocktail, Creole hot tamales, fried oyster spinach salad, catfish almondine, sweet potato cookies, strawberry shortcake, pecan pie, etc. Who could really need more than this? And love, and a safe, healthy place to live. But here, in the massive, indiscriminate sacrifice of our greedy oil addiction, the corporate drug dealer, peddling power from a dark place, loves to say it's taking full responsibility, but's unwilling to really pay for it. As though its bottom line was more important than life, human or otherwise, even of its own employees. Slightly slow, the oily plague, the coming disaster. At the mouth of the Mississippi, where continent crossing Old Man River meets earth circling Mother Ocean, naturally is a place of fertility, diversity, creativity, vitality. Verdant delta lit by swamp, bayou, spawning grounds, estuary, but this is a dead zone. This shallow water, oh mama, shallow water, oh mama, shallow water, oh mama, shallow water, mama. Thank you. We got one other piece here. Might call it a spiritual piece, might not. Doesn't name any gods or nothing. It's called The Seen and the Unseen. You, bro. There is a collaboration between the seen and the unseen. And you are its nexus, axis, crossroads, and pivot point. You're the arms wide open intersection where left and right, east and west, south and north, down and up, past and future, birth and death, body and spirit, animal and God, wildness and culture, dark and light, night and day, yin and yang, the eternal and the ephemeral, the unconscious and the conscious, the negative and positive meet. And you're the pulsing, juicy electricity. You're the pulsing, juicy electricity. You're the pulsing, juicy electricity. Flowing, humming, singing between these poles. 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 Spiraling, silver, ripple, the weaving, sinuous spine, the white-tongued tip of the wave, the white-tongued tip of the wave, the white-tongued tip of the wave, and you're the wide open window. In your gravity, both the seen and the unseen orbit. They are a whirling couple, dancing in the breathing energy field of potentiality. The expanding universe. The expanding universe. The Between what is and what will be and what is yet to be. Imagine, 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 We are the Word Music Continuum. Paul Mills on guitar. Mark Wieder on bass. Thank you very much. Oh, and I'm Kirk Lumpkin.
All right.
It's Kirk like Captain Kirk. Lump like pumpkin, but with an L. We got another like little cameo here. I'm going to do something with one of my favorite poets in the Bay Area, who I've known for many years. He does lots of jazzy kind of stuff too. He's got a group called Word Wind Chorus. And his name's QR Hand, and we're just going to do one piece together. So, Isabel, if you could turn this one up, 2. It should be just number 2. Check like that. Yeah, you might want to give me a little more juice than me. He's a little older than me.
Little bit. For 2? Whoa, is this good or? Woo.
So this piece is called Other Voices Inside Us. And I wrote this for QR Hand after an anniversary party for this event series called Sparring with Beatnik Ghosts.
One of us was very drunk at this affair.
I think where we were, at least one of us was.
At least.
Probably high on something else too. But we had a great time. And hopefully we can convey a little bit of that spirit to you at this time. At a party of poets in an art cave on an alley in Hayes Valley, San Francisco, just around the block from where I lived by myself on unemployment and bought a drum set in the mid-'70s. A block and caddy corner from where my artist rock climber girlfriend lived in the late 80s. 3 blocks from the San Francisco Zen Center. 7 blocks from the Cafe International, where I hosted an open mic series at the turn of the millennium.
At this art cave.
The air swirling with phantom presences of my younger self.
7 blocks from the Cafe
With
International.
invisible spirits of our recently fallen poet comrades. And of the dead and still living myth-making beats. I come face to face with a master of the word wind. A rider of the blowing, flowing, rising air from underground caves, carrying graffiti and petroglyphs dissolved off the walls and flowing down the tunnels of our throats to where the tongue dances with the wind, where the tongue dances with the wind, where the tongue dances with the wind.
Beats.
We're immersed in an energy field.
Still living.
It's jungle voices. A reverberating echo system, spontaneously morphing. From growl to howl to chant to call in, scatological, improvisational flow. We're channeling ancestors and wild animals, some long extinct and others rapidly approaching extinction in the cacophony of these times. untamed vibrations from vagrant undercurrents of consciousness. Electrify us, electrify us,
Tongue
electrify
dancing
us.
with the wind.
Dragon breath. Is our
Spontaneously
breath.
morphing from growl.
The rhythms of
The
primal
howl.
orchestras are in our chests,
Growl.
featuring thunder drums
Howl.
and primate
Growl,
saxophones.
growl, howl, check.
We're calling home our spirit animals. We're calling home our spirit animals. Senselessly, sensually, ecstatically, speaking. 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 What words cannot say. Is this poetry?
Afterwards,
Is this beast language?
afterwards,
Is this
what
static?
words cannot say.
Is this jazz or any
Beast
other kind of
language,
music?
Prayer, beast language,
Is this a prayer?
prayer, beast
Is this beatboxing?
language. It's a prayer.
Is this what speaking in tongues is like? Glossolalia, an uttering of unintelligible syllables? Is this like being ridden by the Orishas? Is it just one more step? 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 Is it just one more step out of sanity? Out of sanity? Out of sanity? Pure, crazy, pure, crazy, pure, crazy, in a pure, crazy, wild wisdom. Wild wisdom. Wild wisdom.
Crazy,
Wild
pure.
wisdom.
One more step out of sanity. This wild wisdom. This wild wisdom. This wild I recommend